Hello and welcome to Green Healing. Today I want to share a herbal brew recipe for skin rashes, eczema, and psoriasis. As a quick reminder, this isn't medical advice. I'm merely sharing what I do. Perchance it might also help you. Also, it's good to do additional research, especially if you've never ingested these herbs before, just to make sure that your body reacts well to these herbs. Licorice root, which is especially good for eczema. Red clover is good for the skin and skin problems overall, so eczema and psoriasis equally. Just be careful with red clover because it's also a blood thinner. So if you have any wounds, any new wounds, you might want to look out for that. Also, it also thins the blood when you're about to have your period. So if you're menstruating, you might want to take less or avoid red clover. Plantain, which is anti-inflammatory, anti-allergenic. So if the skin reaction is due to an allergic reaction, it will help especially with that. It will reduce inflammation. It stops bleeding wounds. So if you've been scratching a lot, itching, that'll help with that. And it's good for bites and it's a good blood purifier. So if your skin rash is caused by something in the blood, this will help with that. Milk thistle, which is anti-inflammatory and good for overall skin health, and chamomile, which calms and soothes as much the skin irritations as the anxiety. It's good for inflammation, it's good for pain, and also what I like to do with chamomile is I will let some chamomile steep in hot water and then I will pour it on my skin. So usually if I do a big pot, I pour that into a bath of water that I'll put on my skin. You can always use it as a compress also, so you can boil a little less. And when the water cools to a good enough temperature that you can put it, you can either pour it on or use gauze or something as a compress to let it sit on the particular bite, and it'll help reduce the swelling, reduce the itching. And it has served me very well in that manner many times from various different reactions, either bites or eczema or basic rashes from an allergic reaction and that sort of thing. Remember, you only drink the same herbs for 3 days in a row before you take a break or switch up. Remember to test individual herbs you have never tried before to ensure that your body is compatible with them. And if you notice a reaction in your body that's not normal, then stop the brew. So remember, for the brewing method, it's as many heaping teaspoons of the herb as there are of each herb as there are of cups of water that you're boiling. You bring the water to a boil first. If you have roots, you put in the roots, you turn it down to a low simmer for 20 minutes, and then you turn it off and you put the flowers softly and you let that steep for another 20 minutes before it's ready to be drunk. If you don't have roots, once the water boils, you turn it off right away and you put in your ingredients and you let it sit for 20 minutes. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried different combinations of herbs for skin rashes, eczema, psoriasis, bites, those kinds of things. Like this episode if you like it, share it with anyone whom you think will benefit from it. And as always, empower yourself and be emotionally free.